He's just published his amazing Big Fat Duck Cookbook. Will you please welcome the man himself, Mr. Heston Blumenthal. That was a nightmare. I haven't even had a drink. I love watching you.
It's normally my name that causes problems, not phenomena.
This looks... I love your brand of cookery because it's a mixture of science, witchcraft and good basic cookery, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm just a big kid. And if
you can see it, enjoy it.
Cooking is a brilliant way of playing around, but still actually creating excitement. I mean, just take, for example, how many of you know the difference between taste and flavour? Now, most of us don't. And when I found out, yeah, okay, I'm not going to be asking you then. So when I first found that out, it was really exciting. It's quite simple.
Yeah.
In the mouth, so there's a great experiment you can do. Take a piece of apple.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait. Okay. And then what you've got to do is hold your nostrils. Clench your nostrils like this.
Yeah.
Stand on one leg. No, you don't have to do that. Clench your nostrils. Clench your nostrils.
I was going to that.
I'm not going to believe anything I say in a minute. But clench your nostrils.
Yeah.
And start eating the apple, but don't let go of your nostrils.
Yeah.
Now what you'll taste is sweet and some acidity, but not really any apple flavour. Now let go of your nostrils with the apple in your mouth.
And then you taste the apple.
And the apple comes through. What happens is in the mouth we only taste sweet and salt and sour and bitter and something called umami. All the aroma happens up here, and this is why when we have a cold, we can't taste much. See? A bit louder.
It's like How, isn't it? Remember How?
I used to love that show.
Oh, and me, Bunsey James. How.
Right.
What's on the menu tonight?
Okay, there's three dishes, or three things I'm going to show you or get you to taste.
Oh.
The first one is actually going to be in this glass, and it's called hot and iced tea.
Yeah.
Hot.
Is this alcoholic?
Unfortunately not yet, but the next one is. So I've got a glass here with a rubber divider.
Yeah.
And this is a mixture of 5 teas with some light syrup, some lime juice, that sort of thing. So if I pour...
Where do you think these things up?
I eat lots of cheese. Apparently makes you dream a lot.
Yeah. Do you have a notebook by your bed and go, Eureka, in the middle of the night?
Yeah, I do actually.
Do you know, I thought that was a biscuit. I was kidding.
If you drink it like that, half your mouth should be hot and half of it cold.
Good Lord. That's the weirdest thing. Seriously.
And then, so it's great because you can serve it, and then as you drink around the glass, you get a hot bit and get a cold bit.
It's unbelievable. It's the oddest. This is a bear cackling. He loves it. That's very nice tea. It's the strangest thing, seriously.
So it should be there, the taste. I've only got 2 glasses. So
well, I tell you what, I've had this at your restaurant,
okay, you've had it.
Why don't you try?
Okay.
It's brilliant.
So the key thing is...
Sit.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's really... I think it's paying to say that, by the way.
It is, though. It's delicious.
But the idea is, if you did that with a hot and cold liquid, they'd mix. You wouldn't get them divided. So it's the way that we make this which is key to the actual dish, and that's in the book.
Where did your love of cooking come from? You know,
I was 15, and we went to. I got taken to a 3 Michelin-star restaurant by my folks. And bear in mind, my parents had never eaten in a Michelin-star restaurant before, and I grew up in the 70s. So in those days, there was only one type of pasta you could buy from the supermarket, and it was that spaghetti in a blue packet.
Yeah.
Avocados were the height of luxury. Yeah. And olive oil, you had to go to the chemist.
That's it, you came from Boots, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was to take things out of kids' ears.
You didn't eat olive oil, it was dropping in your ear.
The only restaurants I knew was the Burney Inn. Remember the Burney Inns?
And basket meal.
Yeah, chicken in a basket.
Chicken in a basket. I just thought if somebody had said to me, I've got this amazing idea, I'm going to take our food, and get rid of the plates, I'm going to line a wicker basket with a red and white tablecloth, a red and white napkin, and we're going to put fried food in it.
Yeah.
And it took over the whole nation, didn't it?
Yeah.
So, things have changed since then. But I got taken to a 3-star restaurant, and I remember it to this day, the noise of the gravel of the feet of the waiting staff. There was the smell of lavender in the air. The wine list is like something from a Cecil B. DeMille film. The cheese trolley the size of a chariot. They're pouring sauces into soufflés and carving legs of lamb on the table. And I just thought, this is unbelievable.
I want a bit of
and
this.
I got hooked since then.
Yeah.
And that was the moment. So, right, next dish.
Okay. What's in this little
In here
pot?
is a, I'm just going to heat this up, it's a blend of whiskies, and this dish is based on a childhood memory.
Oh.
So now you're smiling.
Now I'm smart. I'll tell you what, while this is doing, I want to talk about your cookery book because it weighs a ton and the illustrations are beautiful. There are artworks in it.
Yes.
And it's full of not only recipes,
Sorry,
but...
can I call for my trusty assistant, please? Marius with a...
Yeah.
This is...
This is Marius. What is this?
Okay, now this is the flaming sorbet. So the idea with this dish, in here, we've got a sorbet, apple-flavoured sorbet.
Lovely.
Underneath that, there's an apple crumble with a compote of apples.
Oh, great.
Now, underneath that, we're going to put some of this, dry ice. So this is like minus 70. It makes loads of smoke. You know the old junior discos with all the vapour and stuff? That's what this stuff does.
And in panto, you know when you're doing the spell? Yeah. They always have that.
It's fantastic stuff. But it also has a brilliant ability to carry aroma. Okay, so I'm going to put that on top. So we've got a leather-covered bowl.
Yeah.
And then we've got the twigs, which are sort of meant to be a... This is a memory of mine as a kid and an uncle of mine that had a wooden panelled room where there was a roaring fireplace, leather armchair, and it really reminds me of Christmas. So the idea is this gets brought to the table.
Yeah.
What's this, Gia?
This is an aroma. It's the smell of that room of my childhood.
It's fascinating stuff, isn't it? I mean, look at the presentation, you know.
All that time.
Yeah, it's a bit old.
You're absolutely devoted to all this, aren't you?
It's just brilliant.
You're passionate about it. Yeah,
I am. It's just being able to kind of... I think everyone's got something that they'll be good at and would love doing. It's whether they're lucky enough to find it.
Yeah.
And I'm lucky enough to have found it.
Are you constantly, like, experimenting with new recipes all the time?
Yes, we've got 43 chefs for 42 customers.
I mean, who'd have thought of egg and bacon ice cream? You know, it's just like...
It's gorgeous.
I've never tasted it. I'm dying to taste it.
I think it's the thought of these things. You think, oh, this is going to be really strange to eat. But it's only because we develop preconceptions and we kind of foods that we're used to. We expect ice cream to be sweet.
Yes.
But savoury ice cream was really popular in Victorian times.
Lavender ice cream's lovely as well.
Oh, it's lovely.
Ooh, that smells delicious, that.
Okay, so now what happens, this gets brought to the table, like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Then, alongside this is a small bottle of a whiskey blend that we've had made, which has the character of leather and wood, and so I couldn't do this without bringing on a blowtorch,
Oh,
could
no,
I?
no, you're famous for your blowtorch.
Have that ready. So then what we're going to do now, pour some of this over the sorbet. I'm not sure if you can see this. You see it's on fire.
Yeah.
So the sorbet is actually, and it's not melting.
No.
Now the final step.
Smells heavenly.
How can it not melt? It's amazing.
Witchcraft demand, I told you. Oh, look at this. Oh, I'm sorry. This is just... Wow. How do you think this up? You know, like, it's a chemistry lesson.
Can you smell the leather and the wood?
It's glorious.
Beautiful.
You know, it reminds me of a hotel on the Isle of Harris. See, no, really, you know, in the lounge with the log fire and the peat with the malt whiskies and all that.
Oh, I'll pay you later. That's fantastic.
No,
that's
but
exactly
that's
what
what it
it's
smells
meant to
like.
do.
It does,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
So it's still on fire. Have a taste.
Thank you.
Amanda.
Make sure you get a bit of everything there.
Yeah. You go on, Amanda. Dip in. Oh. It does. It does. It reminds me of a hotel in the Hebrides.
And you've got the visual as well, so you've actually got the smell of the fire, you've got the vapour, you've got the little wood logs, the leather bowl.
Tuck in.
Do you know what we've also started playing around with? You know popping candy, space dust?
Yeah.
If you put some of that in with the dry ice, when you pour the liquid on, it actually crackles like a fire as well.
Oh, wow.
So, beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That's that one.